India is clearly going through a tough time right now, and yes, I am talking about the incident that happened at Arjikar Medical College and Hospital. But you know what scares me even more than what happened in the hospital? It's the term not all men. So, in this video, I'll just keep a few incidents in front of you, and then I'll be talking about whether the term not all men is even relevant. So, if we look at what happened in Arjikar Hospital, then we can see that Dr. Momita Debnath, she was a 31-year-old postgrad student in Arjikar Medical College and Hospital, and on 9th August this year, she was brutally murdered and then raped. Yes, she was murdered first and then raped to make it look like another rape case, which is unfortunately very common in our country. And after some investigation, it has turned out that she was actually in a quarrel with the management because the hospital was engaged in various criminal activities, and the proceeds were going to the ruling party of West Bengal, which is TMC. So she was murdered inside the campus by her colleagues, and then there were people who went there to rape her dead body and do other disgusting things that I don't even wish to think about. It is more or less political in nature and goes on to show how disgusting people can be to make some money. And what's even more upsetting is the fact that our law enforcement, Kolkata police, uh, they will not let anyone speak about this. If you are saying anything against the ruling party, then you're going to get arrested, your video is gonna get taken down, and I'm not sure if this video is going to see the end of the day. And apart from that, today itself, a girl was raped in Bangalore while coming from a party in Kormangla. And if we go a few days back to 14th August, then a 3-year-old girl in Mumbai was raped by a boy of class 9. And if we go a few days back, then we can also see that 4 men gang raped a monitor lizard in Maharashtra. They raped a lizard. Can you imagine? So now coming to the point of not all men. Well, I will not say that other factors have not influenced these incidents, but if we take a look at what is happening right now, I mean, every day if you open Instagram or any other social media, then you will see hundreds of stories. I mean, every hour there is a new rape case happening. I mean, I think 51 rape cases happen per hour in India. That is absolutely insane. This should not happen. This reflects on us men. I don't know what kind of crap you guys are eating, but this reflects on us. Every time you cross the road, or you're walking the same path as some girl on the road, I mean, you will either decrease your pace or change lanes to make them feel safer, because deep down we know that we are perceived as potential rapists by females who don't know us. And I mean, isn't this shameful? The things that other men do, it reflects on us, and we should realize this. It's not like some other dude has done something and it does not make me accountable for it. I mean, we have created an environment where these things can take place. I mean, we have normalized objectifying women, and we have normalized misogyny amongst us boys to a level where one of your friends may be thinking his sexist attitude is alright, even if it's not a joke. I mean, you may be perceiving something as a joke, but the other dude in your group, you don't know what's going on in his mind. He might think that this is common. Whenever one of our friends says something that is even slightly misogynistic, we should correct them. And I mean, just think of this. Almost all of us have been cheated on, and almost all of us have been hurt. And even though not every single girl has cheated on us, but this thing also impacts how we see other women. If you get cheated on once, then the next time you're in a relationship, you will have your doubts. You will have those cars and you will have a hard time trusting them. So the same thing happens with them. They don't trust us. We are just another man. And by the numbers, I think a large number of us are absolute fucking creeps. So that is something that we should really change. I mean, there are a lot of guys who say that we men have built the world and we run the world. So, bro, if you run the world, then why can't you make it safe for women? I mean, you cannot control what other guys are doing, then I mean, you're not running it well. You're doing an absolute shit job. And this is an absolute misconception that we guys have built the world and we have run it. Because if you take a look at what happened during the Second World War, then in countries like United States, all the men had to go overseas to fight the war. And during that time, the women in that country, they took up the tools and they ran the country in absence of men. And they did a wonderful job. I mean, you can go and look up history. And we don't even have to look at United States. If you look at India, then during our struggle for independence, women in our country, they sold their gold and precious jewelry to fund our struggle for independence. I mean, that goes on to say a lot about their contribution in our society. You know, there are always two sides to a coin, and you need both men and women to run the world. You just cannot say that they cannot do certain things, because history has proven that when time required, they have contributed. They are not second class citizens, and definitely I won't say that women and men are same, because just by looking you can say that they are not, but at the same time it does not make them any inferior compared to us. So honestly, I don't know, looking forward, what we can expect. The situation is pretty hopeless, and maybe this incident will die off in a few days and people will stop giving a shit about how women are treated in our country. But I think it's high time that we guys take responsibility of our gender and make sure that we eliminate the elements from our society who give a bad name to us. And to all the females, firstly, I apologize on behalf of what my gender has done to you. And I don't know if you're going to school or college, office, or partying outlet. I won't recommend you partying outlet, but I mean, if you're into something of that sort, then please carry a paper spray. I mean, it's a horrible thing to have to carry a weapon because some man may attack you, but unfortunately, safety first. And I really hope you all stay well. And I hope that the ethics and morality of Indian men really improves towards women. That's it from my side, and I hope for the best. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.